track is one of the toughest tracks I've seen all year round, so I think it's going to be some good racing.
Here's a rider's viewpoint from our helmet camera. The jumps, a series of computer-designed jumps, very abrupt with sharp drop-offs, designed to extend the rider's limits and the machine suspension limits. Short, high-speed straightaways, fifth gear, close to 70 miles an hour. And then a first here in San Diego, an incredible uphill, 40 feet into the air to the top of the stadium, a short straightaway at the top, and then 40 feet, 4 stories high, back down to the floor. Earlier today, we talked with America's first motocross world champion, Brad Lechien.
Brad Lechien, congratulations on your world championship title. That's got to be a nice feeling.
It's great. I've been trying to do it for so long. I feel satisfied now that I finally accomplished what I always knew I could do.
You told me earlier at your victory party a couple of weeks ago that now you know what it takes to win the world championship. You want to go back next year, and it's going to be a lot easier.
We have a plan, and we know it worked, and I feel 100% confident that's going to be much easier to win it the second time than it was the first time. That's good.
What about Supercross? Any plans to race Supercross?
Right now, my plans are up in the air where I'll be racing in the States of Europe next year, but if I do ride in the States, definitely do some Supercross.
And looking very much like a helmeted gladiator from the early days of Rome, Broc Glover heads out through the tunnel and onto the field for the main event. And you gotta wonder what's going through this young man's mind. He's not won a Supercross event since 1 year ago here at San Diego, but he's one of the favorites going into the main. And here it is, the Miller High Life Supercross Finals main event. 21 of the finest Supercross riders in the world lined up to go head-to-head for 20 incredible laps. And look at the lineup. The favorite, number 6, Broc Glover, up against number 1, Mark the Bomber Barnett, number 9, Johnny O'Mara, and the young kid, the rookie from El Cajon, number 22, Ricky Johnson. The riders rock back and forth with their bikes. The factory bikes, the privateers. Click, the transmission's in the first gear. We are set for the main event. They're underway. It is Glover again going out in front. It looks like a replay from last year. Broc Glover, the golden boy, out in front with a pack of Hondas right in his tailpipe. Broc Glover out in front early as he heads up the uphill. O'Mara and Chandler battling for second. The top of the Wrangler Corral, and look at Glover pour the coals to the Yamaha. Glover is setting an unbelievable pace this early in the race. He's still got 19 laps to go. Glover, again, out in front, has not won a Supercross race, remember, since last year, right here in San Diego. O'Mara and Chandler are having their own private war behind him in second spot. Johnson is running 10th, but Johnson is on the move. Injury we've ever had in Supercross is a broken ankle. These riders are very well protected with leathers, heavy jerseys, heavy motocross boots, helmets, and they are in incredible physical condition. And look at Glover smoke them. Down the downhill and flying over the jumps goes Broc Glover through the air with the greatest of ease. But right now, Glover is trying to hold on to that lead. The battle for second again, the dynamic duo from Honda, O'Mara and Chandler. Broc Glover building up an incredible lead. Johnson is going to 8th and is on the move, moving up, Rick Johnson. Johnny O'Mara, number 9, David Bailey, 23. Chuck Son way back. In fact, Glover is about to lap Chuck Son. And that gives you an idea of the incredible pace that Glover is setting. Glover, number 6, out in front. The purple flag out to warn the lap rider to move over. Here's the battle for second, O'Mara and Chandler. these riders in incredible physical condition, and they've got to be to take the hammering, the pounding that these tracks dish out. Here comes Johnson. Ricky Johnson has gone to third. Incredible. Johnson has gone from 10th in the first lap to third, and he's on the move and closing on O'Mara. It's Broc Glover in front. 2 laps to go. O'Mara running second, and here comes Ricky Johnson on the gas. The smoke from another bike throwing up a smoke screen out there on the track. Glover going through it, no problems. An engine apparently has been fried, and the smoke is spewing out of one of the bikes. The final laps, Glover in front, and Johnson is moving up on him. Johnson has gone to second in front of O'Mara. Incredible! It is Glover and Johnson, Yamaha 1 and 2, the final lap, and Johnson is gaining on Glover. The crowd's going crazy. I don't think Johnson's got enough time, but what an incredible drive from 10th to second and on the gas, and the crowd is standing and cheering him on. It's a hometown crowd, and you've got 2 hometown boys running first and second. Broc Glover, number 6, and Rick Johnson, number 22. The final lap, Glover and Johnson. And Johnson's got to be thinking right now, if only it were 25 laps. Glover up the uphill the final time. He's got the checkered flag in his sights. Can he hold on for another 6 or 7 seconds? The downhill. Here comes Glover. The checkered flag coming out. And Glover wins the Miller High Life Supercross Finals. Incredible. A carbon copy of last year. Broc Glover wins it, but young Ricky Johnson picks up a lot of fans in finishing second. Glover in front, Johnson second.
So the stage was set for the 20-lap, 21-man main event. 36,000 fans stood on their feet to start the main. It was a beautiful late fall evening, and the riders were pumped. The best riders in the world, Broc Glover, Mark the Bomber Barnett, Jeff Ward, Ricky Johnson, David the Little Professor Bailey, Ron Lechien, and all the rest. They leaned forward on the bikes and got set for the start. This was it. The mechanics moved back away from the bikes. The riders leaned forward, put the weight on the front wheel, and they rocketed off the line. And Ron Lechien, 16 years old, on his production Yamaha YZ250, rockets into the lead. A crash, one rider off the track onto the concrete. In the same crash, Jeff Hicks, Clint Hardick, and Gary Denton all tangle up. They come back into the fray. Lechien still out in front, setting a blistering pace early in this race. Behind him on the factory Kawasaki, Jeff Ward. And behind Ward on the factory Honda, Go Brecker. And here comes Rick Johnson on the Yamaha. Glover back in 10th spot, battling to get back up. But Lechien is on the gas. His mechanic, Bevo 40, waves him on. Stay out in front, use your head. Ward on a factory Kawasaki in second, but he can't gain on Lechien. They fly over the jump, 20 feet high, 30, 40 feet through the air, sending up giant rooster tails of dirt on this man-made battleground on the floor of Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego. Lechien, an absolute flawless race. Glover trying to move up through the pack. He stalls the bike. Reed goes back in front of him. They're battling for 9th spot. Defending champion Broc Glover is having his problems here at San Diego tonight. Brecker from Anaheim, California, doing a masterful job of blocking Ricky Johnson for third. Meanwhile, Lechien in front, now getting into traffic. Jeff Ward, number 9, in second spot. The same distance behind Lechien as he has been for the last 3 or 4 laps. Lechien stalls for just a moment, then gets on the gas. That's the first mistake Lechien has made tonight. Glover trying to go around Dave Hollis, number 45. Glover slams into Hollis, tries to go around, and Hollis slams the door on him. Johnson trying once again to get around Brecker. It is Honda versus Yamaha. Brecker going wide, Johnson hammering at him. Brecker staying on the gas. Over the giant jump, Brecker and Johnson holding the throttles wide open. Gold Brecker, the top-ranked Honda in this race, running third. But Johnson is right on his tailpipe. Johnson on the inside. Johnson on a modified production bike, and Brecker on a works Honda. And that's a surprise because Bailey was favored over Brecker, and Brecker is holding on to third by his fingernails. Here's Lechien out in front, and there's Ward behind him. Johnson making a move on Brecker. No. He's got him. Johnson goes by on the inside. And Yamaha is running first and third. Meanwhile, Johnson in third spot, definitely catching Ward. Look at Johnson launch himself over the jumps. That's number 58, Bailey. He is running right behind Brecker in fifth. Brecker in fourth now on the Honda. His teammate Bailey gaining on him. Bailey trying to get around. Brecker, he's got him on the inside. So Bailey goes to fourth. Brecker drops to fifth. David, the little Professor Bailey on the factory Honda has gone in front of his teammate Brecker. But they're all gunning for this young man, 16-year-old Ron Lechien in front. And every lap looks like an instant replay as far as Ward and his distance behind Lechien. Johnson in third, here's Bailey in fourth, Brecker in fifth. Ward back in the pack, behind a slower rider. And Ward is down! Ward goes down on the double jumps. Oh, what a terrible break for the Mission Viejo rider. Rick Johnson goes to second spot. And Ward is down. He does not get back on the bike. Oh, what a terrible break for Jeff Ward. Lechien looks at him as he goes by. So it is Yamaha 1 and 2, Lechien and Johnson. What a terrible break for Ward. Johnson admitted earlier he has a unique style of riding.
Riding style, Rick, is it smooth? Is it wild? Is it aggressive?
It's a combination of all. I can be aggressive when I want to be, and I'm pretty radical when I have to make up time, but if I get a good start and keep a good pace, I get a fairly smooth style.
The white flag out. Lechien is 1 lap away from winning the San Diego Supercross. Johnson sees it and goes for Lechien. Less than a lap to go. The other riders moving out of Lechien's way. Over the big jump the final time. Lechien almost goes over the front handlebar. You gotta admit he's getting tired. Jackson also getting tired. You can see his head flailing back and forth as he goes over the jump. The corner workers giving the high side to Ron Lechien. The checkered flag is out, and Lechien wins it. Look at that! Over the jump. Oh, he's happy. Holy Toledo! Ron Lechien wins it on a bone stock Yamaha. Johnson second, and here's David Bailey in third. Goldbrecker will finish fourth, and Broc Glover, number 1, finishing fifth.
Sold out Big A, home of the California Angels and the Los Angeles Rams. Taking center stage today are the superstars of Supercross. Broc, the Golden Boy Glover, riding for Team Yamaha. Bob, Hurricane Hanna. Mark, the Bomber Barnett. Ron, the Machine Lechien. Jeff Ward, Johnny O, Champion David Bailey, they're all here. Hello everyone, I'm David Stanfield, and Southern California is expecting a major earthquake today for the Anaheim Kickoff 1984 Series opener.
A stage is set for the main event. 20 laps, 20 riders, $25,000 purse. The European-style starting gate will fall back against the motorcycles. That's to keep the riders from trying to jump the gate. And there's a start. They fly down that front straightaway to that sharp right-hand turn, and out in front, it's the green Kawasaki of Goat Brecker. Brecker, born in Anaheim, living in Riverside now on the factory Kawasaki. In front, running in second place, it looks to be Jeff Hicks. Scott Burnworth right behind him. Burnworth into second spot, number 8. So Brecker has taken the lead. Burnworth second, Hicks running third, then Johnny O'Mara, Brian Myerscough, and John Welchel right behind Myerscough. Running back of the pack, Mark Barnett in 10th, Bob Hanna in 12th, and out in front it is Scott Burnworth. Brecker going wide in a turn, and Burnworth has taken the lead. Johnny O'Mara running second. David Bailey has fought his way back up to 6th, but this young man from Jamul, California, down to the Mexican border, Scott Burnworth on a production Suzuki RM250, is leading the best riders in the world. Johnson and Lechien crashed at the start. Lechien took out Johnson's rear tire. They are running dead last, Ricky Johnson and Ron Lechien. Number 8, Scott Burnworth, is carrying the hopes of Suzuki, but he's got a pack of snarling, snapping Hondas, Kawasaki's, and Yamahas, and his teammate Barnett behind him. It is Scott Burnworth in front, Johnny O'Mara in second, but Burnworth is riding a very intelligent race out in front. No mistakes in this young man. There's the pack behind him. Number 6, Hanna moving up. Here's Bailey. Bailey going up into third spot. Bailey has gone to third behind O'Mara. Whoa, David Bailey is serving notice. He's turning the fastest lap times. Bailey into third, but it is Burnworth and O'Mara out in front. And there is Bob Hurricane Hanna trying to move up. Hanna, number 6, trying to move up to get into the battle in front. Hanna has won more Supercross races than any rider in history, but he's had a slew of injuries, and it's slowing him down here tonight in Anaheim. Right now, the record crowd of 70,000 plus is focusing their attention on Scott Burnworth and Johnny O'Mara as they rocket over the rockers. Oh, O'Mara trying to go in front, and Johnny's got it. The Johnny O Show taking the lead here at Anaheim. He kicks out to try to stay upright as he passes Burnworth. Johnny O'Mara has taken the lead. Scott Burnworth running in second spot. Holy Toledo, look at O'Mara. Whoa! Bailey is in third spot now, trying to move up on Burnworth. So it is Honda, Suzuki, and Honda. 1, 2, 3. Honda out in front, 250cc. Here's Bailey. Bailey going by Burnworth. They are 250 cubic centimeters displacement and a minimum of 208 pounds, but they put out in the 35 horsepower range with factory bikes. Incredibly fast, lightning fast on the start, and very sophisticated 12 inches of suspension in the rear. Johnny O'Mara, number 5 in front. David Bailey, number 1 in second. O'Mara making no mistakes. An absolutely flawless ride. Whoa, and Bailey is down. Talk about mistakes. Burnworth goes back into second. Bailey loses it over the jump. He loses concentration, and down he goes. That puts O'Mara in front, Burnworth second, and Jeff Ward on the Kawasaki in third. Glover is running in fourth spot. He has a broken thumb, but O'Mara has got some breathing room. Burnworth back into second, and Ward almost passes in midair. He passes on the ground. Jeff Ward, the great green hope from Kawasaki, from Mission Viejo, California, has gone to second. So it is Honda in front and Kawasaki in second. Suzuki, Burnworth in third. And here comes Bailey fighting his way back up. Bailey is battling Brecker. He's gone in front of Brecker. They are battling for fifth spot. Bailey and Brecker. Honda versus Kawasaki over the big jump. And Bailey has gone in front of Brecker. Brecker trying to go back on the outside. David, the little Professor Bailey. Brecker going back in front of Bailey. Oh, Brecker gambling. The feet off the pegs, and Brecker is down. Back in the pack, it is Bailey battling Glover for fourth. Glover with a broken thumb trying to hold on. They go over the jumps, and Bailey's got him. Bailey rockets by Glover and goes into fourth spot. There's Jeff Ward, born in Scotland and raised in Southern California. A national mini bike champion when he was just a child. Johnny O'Mara, number 5 in front. Ward running second, and Ricky Johnson is battling his way up. Johnson has gone to third. Johnny O'Mara, number 5 in front. Number 4, Ward in second, the white flag out. And Ricky Johnson, number 17 in third. The final lap, the crowd standing, cheering. This young man from Northridge, Johnny O'Mara. And he's got to remember that when Bailey won this last year, he went on to win the series. So Johnny O'Mara is serving notice in the main event here at Anaheim in front of an over-capacity crowd. He is going to go for the Champagne Glory and Gold this year. There is Johnson in third. Trying to hold on to third and go after Ward. I don't know if he can catch him. We're in the final moments of this race. Johnson has done an incredible job of that modified production Yamaha coming from dead last to third in this field. O'Mara is taking it easy, slowing down and heading for the checkered flag. He knows he's got this wrapped up. A beautiful job, a very intelligent ride. And here it is, Johnny O'Mara winning the Anaheim Supercross. And look at this, he is happy. So Johnny O'Mara wins the Anaheim Supercross. Jeff Ward is second. Ricky Johnson battles from last to finish third. David Bailey fourth, and Broc Glover in fifth spot.
Another home video first. Real sports entertainment. Spectacular original footage of famed athletes from around the world created by Tom Tatum, internationally acclaimed for his top quality sports programs. Motocross. Hot skiing. Windsurfing. Hot boards.